In this video, I'm going to do a quick overview of headings H1 tags through H6 tags. These are used on web design to create a format, kind of like an outline for the website, um, and headings in order to both communicate better with the end user and also to give information to the search engines to Google that Google uses to help rank your website. So I'll also link to this video. I'm sorry, to this web page. You'll be able to see the video at the top of this web page when I'm done. And it has notes within the text, but mainly it's an example of how headings work. And the core thing to understand about headings is that there's a hierarchy to them. So you have the H1 tag, which describes the website, the web page specifically. Each web page should have its own unique H1 tag at the beginning that is simple and explains what the page is about. You can think of H2s as sections of the page, and then H3s are subsections of each of those sections. And and it can go as many levels as you need up through H6, which I never use H6, but that's neither here nor there. So you can see, why are headings important, and then some reasons why. Those are H3s. They go under it, and we go back up to H2 for another section, the heading structure. Here's an image that shows you kind of in a nutshell how the structure works again. You can see that within this web page as well, but this image shows you, and if you click on this image, it also takes you to this source, and it has more information about headings. As far as the design goes, the editor gives you, under widgets, two different kinds of headings. They call them titles. Large title and small title. The large title, you can see it says in parentheses H1, the small title is H3. Doesn't matter what you pick when you're putting in a heading because, so let's say I bring in an H3. If I want this to be an H2, I just choose from here, H2. If I want it to be an H4, which you wouldn't because of where it is, but say I want it to be an H4, I just pull it in from here all the way down to H6. And you can do paragraphs. So you could actually drop in a text, probably drop in a text one too, text widget. You wouldn't need the heading at all. Let's see, new paragraph. I want it to be a heading too instead. Sure enough. So that's how you choose the different headings and add them. So you could get in the habit of just using text widgets every single time would work fine. Because it has that drop down that allows you to select whether it's a heading or a paragraph. Paragraph is just regular text. So when I click on this, it's paragraph. And the other key thing to think about with headings is that it's standard practice or best practices to use the same formatting throughout the site for all the H1 tags. So all the H1 tags match, and then each of the tags, so all the H2 tags match. So when I say match, I mean they all have the same colors, font size, font, etc. And we make it really easy in here to change that. And the beauty of that makes it so that if you want to change it throughout the site, you can go over to here to design, global design, and global text. And here's the paragraph. You want all the paragraph text to be the same too, preferably as far as the size goes and font family. But you can see like here on H1, we can change it. So we can make it so like all the H1 tags are 48 pixels. and it'll automatically change it throughout the site. Um, and here's H2, H3, so on and so forth. So, and you can see here's the font. You can choose whether it's bold or not, italic, don't use underline. You probably wouldn't normally use italic either, but maybe. And sometimes you might mix in non-bolded headings because they're bigger. So you might even have like H2s are 30 pixel and they're bold, and H3s are 30 pixels and they're not bold. I will note these drop down sizes in here. We'll skip through the sizes, but you're not limited to what's in here. So let's say I want the H3 to be 32 pixels. I can type in 32 and hit enter. And it'll make it 32. I wouldn't want it to be 32. You want each one generally to be smaller. Like I said, with the exception of what I was talking about as far as maybe if it wasn't bold, but generally each font size, each heading is smaller. The higher the number is, the smaller down in the hierarchy it is, and therefore the smaller the font is, and you don't want the heading fonts to be smaller than the um, body text. So it's a bit about um, headings. Hopefully that makes it clear as far as the hierarchy goes. And let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.